Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show. I'm right here with my turntable. Why? Because today we're going to do the listening. Now you might remember I did a video where I went to Disc Union with Carol from Jenny, and she basically picked out a bunch of records for me. I basically said, I've got a budget here, find me Japanese artists that I won't know and that are really special songs for you that you think I need in my collection. And so it was a lot of fun. And she scoured the shelves of the 7-inch vinyl and the LPs, and we found a few things that I'm going to play for you today. So I've not heard any of these. This is the very first time I'm listening to any of these songs. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so this was the very first time I'd ever done anything like this. For those who know, Carol is a DJ and she spins jam after jam after jam. She's actually had some shows uploaded online, and the stuff that she picks out or that she plays or that she's always got in her stories on Instagram, she's always got amazing jams. Like, they're just so good. And I'm sitting there thinking like, man, her knowledge of music is incredible. Like, I need to find some of these records. So that's when the idea came to mind, where I was like, you know what, I'm going to message her and see if she wants to do it. And she was right there. She was like, yep, I'm happy to do that. So we worked out a time, and yeah, we went, and yeah, as you've seen in the video, we had a blast. So I now have those records here. So let's go through them. This, you may remember, was the very first record that she picked out. I don't know anything about this artist at all, but she loved it and she said I needed it. So we're going to put it on and see what it's like. 1979, like all these old Japanese singles, you just have this slip there. Now, let's see, what do we got here? Keyboards, electric guitar, electric bass, and drums. Yeah, I know nothing about this artist. I wish I could tell you what their name is, but if you can read Japanese, I'm sure you're able to know. The lyrics are on the back there, so we can read along. This is why I have a Google Translate app, and I should have used it before I started this video, but it doesn't matter. You get the idea. So here we have the vinyl. Looks pretty cool. I'm very, very excited to hear what this music is like. When I put this record on, I immediately thought to myself, I'm not sure that this was a good idea. I mean, I don't know, it wasn't connecting with me right away. But as the song went on, I actually started to really enjoy it. And I thought, actually, this is fun. This is actually a fun song. She told me it was Japanese pop, and yeah, it is. And I didn't hate it. I actually thought it was enjoyable. It was an enjoyable song. So there we go. That was a look at this guy. So, very interesting. Let's move on to the next one. Next up on the choices that she picked was Kenji. And again, I knew nothing about this artist, but you know, let's have a look. So there is the cover, and on the back we have the lyrics and stuff. Now, I can't remember what she said. Was this one J-pop or just straight up Japanese pop? Here is a look at the record. I love that like label. It just looks so cool the way it's like raised and stuff. You see that? It's embossed or something like that. Looks so cool. And yeah, there you go. I do remember her saying the B-side on this was really good and that she loved the B-side. So let's listen to it. That was awesome. That was really, really cool. I really liked that. I love the whole 50s vibe it had going on in the music, and I just love that guitar work. That guitar work was awesome. This is fantastic. I really, really enjoyed this one. Thank you, Carol. That was a great one. Wow. Like, yeah, she was right. The B-side's great. I haven't even heard the A-sides, but we will get to that at another time because, you know, we've only got so long to get through these videos, right? I mean, the watch time on YouTube's video analytics will probably tell me that people are engaged for like 30 seconds or something like that. Songs by Kenji. Loved it. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Here's one that she said was her favorite song. So I know nothing about Yuki Okazaki, but I'm pretty damn happy to check this out. She said it was her favorite song, so if it's her favorite song, I want to check it out too. Carol has really good taste in music, so I would never doubt if this is her favorite song, it's gonna be a good one. So there we go. There is the cover, and there we go on the back there. I guess this is straight up Japanese pop. We're going to find out. So, what's the single called? Do You Remember Me? See, she said this is her favorite song. So, let's have a listen. Wow, I was not expecting that. Wow, that was so cool. That was like 80s synth pop, and I just absolutely loved it. It's got a bit of shoegaze in there on those vocals. I just, wow, this is really, really cool. I know why it's her favorite song. It's so good. This is Yuki Okazaki, and if you liked what you just heard, definitely check it out. That was fantastic. I was really blown away. I was not expecting that. I must say, I was thinking it was going to be something very like, traditional Japanese pop songs, and it just wasn't. It was so good. That is fantastic. Oh my god. Thank you, Carol. That is a great recommendation. This is cool. So far we're 3 for 3. This might be my favorite one so far. Now this one she said was Japanese power pop. And she kind of laughed when she said it, so I'm not sure what the laugh was about. But she is just generally a very happy person anyway, and she was having a good time. So let's listen to this. I know nothing about this band. Here is the actual cover. There you go. And there is the back there. She said it was Japanese power pop, so I'm gonna love it probably because I love power pop and I love Japan. How bad could it be when you combine the two coolest things ever? I don't know. Let's check it out. She was right. It was power pop and it's awesome. This song is so catchy. I think I'm going to be hooked on this and I'm going to need to find more. Wow! I haven't even got to side B yet. I'm sure side B is going to be just as awesome, but that A side, what a great song. It kind of reminded me a bit of something like when it started, it was kind of like, oh, this is probably going to be like the Outfield or, the Romantics or something like that. But it was different, but it was still that cool 80s power pop that I love. So, wow, that's so cool. Another winner. So one record that she did recommend was this one, which is basically this Japanese singer who does oldie songs but covers them, and she sings them in Japanese rather than English. So we're going to listen to this. I do not know anything about this artist, but that description was enough to make me intrigued, enough to want to check it out. And it was pretty cheap, so why not? So here we go. Here is the cover, which is really old, like really old paper. So it's, yeah, but there you go, Little Miss Lonely. And on the B side we have Vacation. So let's give it a whirl. Look at how it's old. It's so old it's rolling up. So yeah. But anyway, I'm excited to hear this jam. Oh wow, it's on coloured vinyl. So this one, absolute winner. I love 50s girl groups. Always have been massive fan of that sound, and that's exactly what this reminds me of, and I loved it. The 50s, 60s girl group stuff is just amazing, and I'm so glad that I have this. This is awesome. I really love this stuff. There should be a video, maybe I haven't uploaded it yet, on this box set I have of like all these girl groups, and it's an amazing box set, and I highly recommend you check it out. It's called One Kiss Will Lead to Another, and I'm pretty sure I've done a video on it, but it might not have been uploaded. I can't remember. I don't know, but there is a box set called One Kiss Can Lead to Another, and it's all girl groups, and it's amazing, and this reminds me of that. So I'm very happy to have this one. Thank you once again, Carol. You nailed it. She also did pull this one out, and I did grab it, but it's the Neat Beats. The Neat Beats not a band that was unknown to me, so we don't need to go into them. But besides, I do have a video coming soon on all the Neat Beats records and whatever, so we'll leave that for then. But this was one that I didn't know, The Goodbye. And this was the last record that she chose me out of the 7 inches. There were a couple of LPs that we didn't even show in the video because for some reason I wasn't even filming at that time, and I don't know why. So I wasn't able to show you them in the video, but I do have them to show you here. So we're going to check them out in a second. Let's listen to The Goodbye. This looks like it would be something like the Romantics or something like that, that kind of power pop. Oh, there's an insert too. Let's have a look here. What's this insert show? Oh, the lyrics, of course. Well, there we go. And there we go. Let's listen to The Goodbye. Which song do we want to listen to first? Yes, yes, yes. Let's chuck it on. Are you ready? This would have to be the best one of all of them, and I loved all of them. But this one, wow, oh my god. This reminded me of, like, I guess Japan had them as well, but those American teen comedies in the 80s, that's what this reminded me of, and it was so cool. Like those rom-commy, you know the ones I'm talking about, where there was always a girl involved and some guy being beaten up by school bullies or something like that, and then somehow gets his comeuppance and whatever, but somehow also gets the girl at the same time, and they cruise around in a car and listen to tunes like this. That's what it reminds me of, and it's awesome. I loved this one. This is absolutely fantastic. Wow. I will be cranking this one in the car now that it is summertime, so obviously not on the record because that would scratch it, but I do have a means of recording vinyl to digital, and then I will play it in the car somehow, and it will be cool, and it will be great for when going to the beach, and eating ice cream and stuff like that. Yeah, that's not gonna, none of that's gonna happen. I'm the most boring, lame person ever. But if I did do all of that, that's gonna be the soundtrack to my shenanigans. Anyway, there are a couple of LPs. Like there's this one, Life is Action. She said this album is really, really lo-fi, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. Oh, is it a double LP or is it just a really thick cover? You know what? I didn't get to look at any of this when I bought it, but the cover's really thick. Oh wow, it's got something inside it. Let's have a look. So we have this, which I've seen for the very first time now, and the lyrics on the other side. So, yeah. All right, let's check it out. Life is Action. I'm not sure which song to pick because it isn't, an EP. So let's just go with side A. That sounds to be the way to go. This sounds fantastic. So good. I am really into this, and I can't wait to just crank this up. Now that it's summertime, all these records could be played in the summer. Maybe that's the theme here. Summer records. This is just fantastic. This sounded so good. Surely you agree with me. Like, this is great stuff. And this is the first time I've ever heard about it. Wow. Thank you, Carol. This is awesome. This one is a band called The Happiness. And she was so happy, I guess, that I bought this. She said, I really am glad you're buying this record. I know nothing about this band. And yeah, but I'm excited to hear it. This came out in 1997. I like what I'm hearing. This is groovy. I like it. A lot of groove in there. And it's very different to the other stuff that she's told me to check out. So I need to do a deeper dive into this record, but I'm really digging it so far. That is a really groovy riff. And yeah, I just love that kind of groove. So I'm really looking forward to just sitting down with this whole record with no other distractions and just doing a deep dive. yeah, I'm not going to do it on this video because this video would just take forever. And no doubt you've got better things to do than watch this video. The last record is this band. Now, they have the craziest CBS MG RFC 5 is their band name. Like, that's abbreviated, but oh my god, I've forgotten the band name now off the top of my head, and this is going to annoy me for the rest of this video. But, yeah. She's got a Mosrite on the cover. And what have we got on the inside? Okay, we got this thing here, this little art piece thing, and then a look at the band. So this was the last record that she recommended me to get. So the album is called Pleasures, and I know nothing about this band, but yeah, I'm interested to check it out. Let's see what the deal is with this band. Okay, so what I can figure out about Pleasures is kind of like maybe a lot of guests on here, because I always say featuring somebody. And I don't know, Cubismo Grafico 5 is the name of the band. What an interesting record this is. It's like covers and stuff and just lots of weird and bizarre like instrumentation on it. I like it. I really do like it. I like the changes. I like the sounds. It's a bit all over the place, which is good. It keeps it interesting. This one's going to take a little to digest, but not because it's a bad record or anything like that. No, it's not. It's great. It's really, really good. But I just think to really get a feel of it, I'm going to have to sit down and really digest this album. Like just no other distractions, just chuck it on and get into it. And from what I've heard so far, I'm liking it. So yeah, interesting. So there we have it, my friends. That is the listening. That is looking at the records that Carol from Jenny suggested that I buy. And I got to say, that was a fun day, and I hope we can do it again because her choices are top notch. Thank you so much, Carol, and thank you so much to all of you who are watching and that enjoy these videos. Also, do yourself a favor. Check out some interesting bands that you've never heard of before. I know that takes energy, that takes time, but why not? Take a gamble. There's something out there that you're going to love. You know what? I always believe that my only fear about dying, really, is that I might miss out on hearing the greatest song ever written, you know? And so that's why I like deep diving and, checking out everything and listening to as much music as I can, because there is so much good music out there that we're never going to discover unless we go looking for it. So yeah, take care of yourselves, look after each other, and go buy some records. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.